Hello, fellow trainers! You here for new Pokemon? I've got them, including, that's right, Mega Evolution returns here to the Halzari region for the first time. Let's go! So, with the release of Pokemon Legends ZA coming to Switch next year, they unveiled that it will be the return of Mega Evolution, by far the most popular mechanic in all of the Pokemon. So, for the first time ever, just like we're doing with Pokemon Legends possibly going in the future, I want to unveil part of my artistic process. So here you're actually getting to see a time lapse of how I create my Pokemon. I always start paper and pencil. I just love the sketchbook traditional feel, and then I bring it digital into Procreate. When I was designing this Kingdra design, I really wanted to just take the elements of Mega Evolution. It feels like Mega Evolution is the excuse to just go, and the best excuse possible, to just be extra. I like that vibe in Mega Evolution. So I always like to bring that when I design Mega Evolutions. I want to get a different thematic thing. I wanted to create a really intense dragon with Kingdra. All the water elements are still there as it keeps all the elements from Seadra, but I wanted to make a dragon. I wanted to bring more intensity to Kingdra, which is why even that red eyebrow, but now not one but two back fin wings come out, and it's got that intense red color to it to bring that extra vibe to the Pokemon. And that was really what I wanted to bring out with the Kingdra elements and make it just a hair more angular to bring a little bit more of that mega intensity to it. So that was part of my artistic process here. So with the final product, you're going to get to see Mega Kingdra. Like I said, I want to bring out the intensity of Mega Evolution and the intensity of a dragon here, which is why I added the fin wings and I went with a trident vibe. So you still have the water as thing, but it feels more vicious or powerful, I guess. It's kind of the vibe I was going with here. And again, hit that extra. That's what's fun about Evolution, Mega Evolution specifically. It's just a bit extra, which I find so much fun to do. Now, before we roll into stats, I want to ask a favor of you. Go check out my Etsy shop, ptecreative.etsy.com. It is really fun, and it's got a lot of good Pokemon merchandise and other merchandise as well. So, just going to show you a bit here, but if you want to, you can scroll down. We got Pokemon packs for sale. We got National Park stuff. We've got other properties like Power Rangers, Harry Potter on here as well. You got my nice Stressy and Depressy Psyduck there. We got some football stickers, some Homeland stuff. Just a lot of cool things that go with all of the stuff that we do here on the PTE Creative channel. So please go check out the Etsy shop, ptecreative.etsy.com. Now, getting back to it, as we go to the statistics, Mega Kingdra is still known as the Dragon Pokemon. With the Mega Evolution, it really keeps the Sniper ability, but I also did want to include the Damp Hidden ability as well. For those who don't know, Damp disallows any Pokemon to use self-destruct, which I thought could be a great cheat code almost for Mega Evolution. Because if you have this tanked out beast like a Mega Kingdra would be, as you can check out its total stats there, you are going to need super powerful moves to take out Mega Kingdra. So I thought it was even better to have that trump card to go, oh, by the way, and you can't use possibly the best weapon in your arsenal being a self-destruct move when unveiling or trying to take out a Mega Kingdra. Now, the beauty of Kingdra itself, which I thought was tremendous, I always take the base stats of a Pokemon. If I'm doing the Mega, I take the base stats, and then I include it to the Mega Evolution. Or I take the base stats for a comp Pokemon, so to speak. It comes and kind of brings out the football scout in me. By the way, check out the Onetta Football Show every Thursday on PTE Creative. Would love for you to do that if you love football. But it takes the football scout to a little bit of a new level for me. I pick a comparison Pokemon. and kind of use that as the base stats to what I'm thinking for other ones. So it feels more realistic if this were to actually become in-game play. You would have a more realistic feel. You wouldn't have this little thing that is just tremendous without great things. It fits the vibe of what you're trying to do. The interesting thing about Kingdra, I adore Kingdra. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. It only grows in popularity with me every single day. I truly love Kingdra. But the coolest thing when thinking about statistics, Kingdra is extremely well balanced. The base stats for Kingdra, which was kind of insane to me, was the HP and the speed are the only stats that are not the same. Attack, defense, special attack, and special defense all start at the 95 mark, which I thought was incredibly cool. And then the speed stat starts at the 85 mark. So it's an extremely well balanced Pokemon already, which I just thought was incredibly great. So I wanted to keep that theming with the Mega Evolution and just bust those stats up even more to give it an average stat of 104.1 and total stat for baseline would be 625, which is pretty impressive. It stays the same size at 5'11", but it does grow in weight by about 20 pounds, about 18 pounds to be exact. And it keeps the water dragon typing, but as I said, with the design elements, as I covered the past picture or past time lapse, is we want to bring more of the dragon elements out, and I want to bring more intense colors. Even though you might say those aren't intense colors, you have intense colors all around it. I loved the pure water blue of the original design, and then bringing out that more powder blue as if it's not getting any light coming to it. And I really wanted to have that inspiration. One, I just love the color scheme. I think it brings more intensity to the red. The other reason I did that is looking at the Pokedex entries that were available and playing with those. So I gave a slightly modified new Pokedex entry to Mega Kingdra. Kingdra lives at extreme ocean depths that are otherwise devoid of life. That is the original piece to one of Kingdra's Pokedex entries. However, in this raw state of power, it can not only create storms, but enormous tempests and whirlpools that reach unfathomable depths. The coolest part to me in reading that is Kingdra likes to stay by itself near the depths of the ocean where it can't be. Theoretically, its skin tones, its scales, would not get nearly as much light, which could be used as an inspiration for making a lighter color palette and then showing off more of the dragon elements in this Mega Evolution with that really intense red. So I wanted to play with that and everything and give a unifying idea behind Kingdra and Mega Kingdra specifically in this. And I think I've achieved my goal, but I hope you guys enjoy that element. I just love this design feature as it brings more of a coral style to the wing, so you still have all those water elements, but you make that little bit of extra that makes Mega Evolution not only fun, but special in the Pokemon franchise. Now, before we say goodbye, I just gotta say, if you like what you see here, you should go check out our other stuff. Monday through Friday, there's new stuff all week long on the channel. So you've got Pokemon pack openings on Monday. Tuesday is the podcast, or the show as we're just calling it, the Onetta Show. And there's big things coming there. We've covered Smash Bros, we've covered Pokemon, we've covered Legos, and we got all kinds of cool stuff coming your way this Tuesday and every Tuesday. Wednesday, y'all are already here. It's the Pokemon Bliss and Pokemon Oblivion project, Halzari region, where you get new Pokemon designs every single Wednesday. Thursday's the Onetta Football Show. We're talking pro football at the American level here in the US of A, and it's draft season, so get ready for that. And then Friday, it's the rotating stuff. You can get the Brick Builder Show, the Adventure Show, which has already been started, or Pokemon packs, and we're doing some specialty stuff. Started getting a Yu-Gi-Oh! Back after almost 20 years, so we got some new Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, and possibly some other cool stuff coming on Fridays. That's all our content here Monday through Friday on PTE Creative. Go check it out as much as you can. And give it a like, a comment, subscribe if you do, because it would be super helpful to all of us here, making the channel fun, hopefully for all of y'all. That's going to do it here for the Halzari region in Pokemon Bliss and Oblivion today. Thank you so much for watching. It really, truly does mean a lot, and it's really fun to finally get to play in this Mega Evolution world. It's coming back to be real again, and it's just something fun I've always wanted to unveil, and the time was right. So, in the meantime and in between time, peace, love, and hugs. Thank y'all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next Wednesday for another new Pokemon unveiling. Peace!